the shelter?
Sure,
Yeah.
absolutely. So what would you like me to share with you about
I'm
that? Because
just-
it's not a traumatic thing for me.
No, good. Okay,
So,
because
yeah.
I wouldn't want to
No,
do that at all.
here's
And
the
I too
interesting.
went to a shelter.
You what? You've been in a shelter.
Yes, too.
So it's an interesting thing about shelters. I actually became a spokesperson and I had to walk away from it for a while. Because my philosophy on life and the way most people see life is very different. I believe the reason I was there was not because I was a victim, but because I thought I was a victim. And society fed that for a long time. Matter of fact, the first words that was shared with me with a counselor upon my entering of the women's shelter, not for the first time, was, honey, you're the victim and your husband is a perpetrator. And I said, good Lord, we need to stop right there. First of all, this is just one screwed up man that hasn't a clue how to do his life. And that doesn't make him a perpetrator. That just makes him seriously screwed up. And I got to change the idea that you and I think of me as a victim, because that sure isn't empowering. You can never raise a woman up when you make a statement of a victim. You know, even especially with this Me Too movement, I got to tell you, I'm having a problem with this one. But it's okay. It's just mine, because we cannot be empowered if we see ourselves as victims of anybody. But when we can see that life is done for us and not to us, then we lift ourselves above the circumstances of our lives to where we're going, not to where we've been. And I think that's the piece that we're really missing in this whole thing about life right now, is we're still taking that victim role and saying, this has been done to me and I'm going to stop it at whatever cost. It's like a pendulum swing. So we've come from, it being in power one went this way, and now the swing is the other way, and now we're trying to hold power this way, but we got to come back to a balance, because as men and women, we got to come back and do this. And we're setting our young men up and our older men up in a way that God help them. I don't know how they'll recover from it, because women are strong. That's why we survive all the things that we've done, but it has been done for us. And this is just my belief system. I believe I couldn't be the person I am had I not done the journey I had. I could not have survived this if I had not gone through what I had gone through in my early lives. The character building, the strength, and every single moment in my life. And I'll even share one of the experiences I had with